Start the next one. I'll get it uploaded for the mods as well. Where is it? Loading. SSG versus... My mind is blank. Ability. Mind like a colander. Uploading now, mods. Alright. I'm back. Ooh. Oh. Hostile mic quality. I can click on stuff, guys. There we go. Come on. I can get 1080p. Recording in the same one, Adidas. So I'm streaming live, and the stream can send to both Twitch and YouTube. So the live stream on YouTube is on my main channel, and then I'm recording locally for the VODs. So what I do is I just stop recording for each match, and try and give a little bit of leeway so the VOD's not like suspiciously short. So, you know, when the game's over, but it's hard with these 3-0s because they're over so quickly. And then I just upload that to the VOD's channel on YouTube, and the mods very kindly sort it all out, thumbnail and stuff. Yeah, well, I want the things cut up though, as in like individual match VODs. So this felt like the most efficient way, because you can do it on YouTube where you use YouTube to cut it. You know, you can do like big trims and stuff, so you could sort of like upload multiple copies and stuff and get the full stream. But it would just end up as one big VOD then. So I feel like this is like a good use for the VOD's channel. Especially, I mean, it's more valuable, I think, for the career games because we're like me and Hunter end up being the only English coverage. You pull the VOD, you mean that download? Yeah, but then I still need to cut it up manually. The problem is, like, when I use Vegas Pro for like when I make videos and stuff. Exclamation mark replay Cynthia, and it should be the top link. So what the rough render time when I render a video is like the length of the video doubled, give or take. Maybe the longer it is, the more it is. Oh, with an S, Cynthia, with an S. So what that would mean is, while my internet is good enough to stream to both things and upload at the same time, my what should we call it? If I'm rendering, that would like, it uses too much of my like GPU and CPU or whatever when I set it to. So it would like, I wouldn't be able to do it while I'm streaming, so it just slows down. But I was like really trying to prioritize efficiency. So they're like there for people sort of as they wake up or whatever. Or oh, okay. So Team Liquid versus Rad. Game of the weekend, I think, for North America. Torp, Sim, Ball, Lucio, Anna from Team Liquid. So they have swallowed that pill, that meta pill from Korea, and are fully into it. Rad going to be running the Ramatra. Ban-wise, Rad have banned the Orisa. That was the second ban. Sombra is the first ban for Liquid. So I expect Liquid maybe to use a cast ban at some point as well. Just to try and protect and enable Infected on the ball. Kingo and Pharah, a hero that we've seen a little bit into these DPS before. Pharah should be in theory a nice matchup, and Lijiang a very nice map for Pharah as well. King going to be playing around this point. RuPaul going to try and keep eyes on that. Well, in trying to keep eyes on that, RuPaul has found a little boob. Now, Knife, Tree's going to get sent off as well. Chronic gets that kill, but it's actually chaos on the coast right now. It's a more butter, more shoes situation. As it's an absolute brawl on this far side. Painkiller's just going to... Why not? Everyone else is going off the edge. I'll join you as well. And that will be Team Liquid holding on to this point. Will escape with his life, actually, though. Overwatch at the highest level. A brawl by a cliff. And now we see Knife trying to anchor the left-hand side to swap onto Tracer into these DPS here. Obviously, the Torb Sim designed mostly to beat up the Hazard, but the Torb can do a lot of that on their own as well. Tree now under a lot of pressure, and Painkiller will take that one out. Painkiller, we've not seen him too much of him so far in this series, or in this regular season, but strong reputation as one of the better Hazards in the region. Mine's on point, making it awkward, but they are able to force the flip. Nano onto Knife to try and keep this one contested, but Painkiller will shut that down as well. Barrage is available for King. Boop, just trying to dislodge RuPaul a little bit right now. But Infected is going to keep this one contested for a long, long time. Bit of aim training for King right now on this bull, swinging around, trying to find the shots. Infected is just rolling and trolling. Knife's going to let loose with a Molten Core. King will trade that with a Barrage. A 1-for-1 trade only, though it's still controllable point for Team Liquid. They just can't flip it. And, ends up in the lava right there. Z is off the map. Don't know how that happened. Knife confirms the kill. Bob is on the point to keep it contested, but they still don't have the flip. They're going to beat for this right now. Vega's keeping it contested. Vega has the beat, gets the beat back off, connects onto everyone except for the respawning Tree. They will kill Chronic as a result, and this might just be 100-0. One big, long scrap at the tail end of this, but it is desperation time for Rad Esports. One more touch onto the point for Painkiller. Nearly has the downpour, but so much trouble. Naded, getting shot from every angle. And it will be decimation in the end. Team Liquid 100-0 the first round. Ooh. Did Z Graveyard TP? I don't know exactly what happened. Hopefully we'll get a replay of it or something. Shouldn't Rad have just banned Bull with second ban? I think it would have been a reasonable ban, but I think there's also I think the idea of saving it for later is also true. One thing that's we're going to see more of in some of these metas as well is, you know, like essentially if they could, right, Rad Esports would ban Bull every map probably and just try and force this Hazard mirror, but they only get one per series, so there's like a prioritization of when's the best time to burn your ban, what gives you the best opportunity to convert that advantage, right? So Lijiang is, well, I think it's an okay map for Bull. There's definitely better Bull maps as well. Torb. Oh, Infected in trouble. Will have to slam just to stay on the edge right now. And Vega's actually found a boot during all of that, so it sort of works out because Infected has escaped with his life. Vega's found a second one. Oh, no. Absolute disaster for Rad. Vega, just checking Z, won't be getting out of that one. Real trouble with gravity right now for Rad on Lijiang Tower. Real trouble with gravity. Retake will come through. Vega's going to get a healthy beat advantage thanks to all those boot kills. Chronic onto the Sojin, King onto the Genji. Well, still on the Genji, rather. So a pretty cookie cutter what we saw last. And Vega, they're just going to get the kill here. 1-for-1 trade. They're going to keep walking forward here. Boop in from Infected, trying to dislodge this backline. Forces the TP out of Z, but Z actually takes Tree down just before that. Now looking for this Tracer kill. Knife is low on HP. Can't really combine with Infected too much on this. Has to play for Nat Mega. Top back up. Passive healing going to take care of Knife now. And then Rad are going to use the opportunity to give a flip off that early pick. Clearing the turret now. Well, trying to clear the turret. Turret's 1 HP. Tree, not healing it up. Come on, Tree, look after your turret, mate. Nano Torb onto the point now. Torb can do a lot. Will be a wall behind, though. Tree's going to try and clean that defensive nade to keep Tree alive. But body block is so good from Painkiller, though, actually. No escape for Tree. They're trying to flip the point, but Painkiller is back. Maul onto Vega, trying to catch him. Let plays body blocker. Infected is still lurking around, so they can stall this out for a while when Knife has Pulse Bomb. But Knife is just going to disengage. I think they haven't got control of the point. Mines now from Infected. Beat back in, but it's a two-person beat from Vega. Bit of a mistiming, miscommunication when they came back into that one. They still don't have control of the point right now, Team Liquid. Infected will be forced away. Natmite is 2 ults for nothing to even flip the cap. Pulse Bomb thrown in now as well. Team Liquid are dry on ultimates. Now King with a blade could be the finisher. Takes down Vega. Slash onto the ball. Looking for RuPaul here, but doesn't have his cooldown to commit. They're going to beat to commit onto his backline. Painkiller is going for it, but so low. Painkiller gets 1 kill, but will get traded out. Still control of a point, though. Oh, good kill from King, but no deflex or any of this. And finally, Team Liquid are able to convert that flip. But it cost them everything. Well, everything except this Molten Core, I should say. Nearly everything. Knife going over onto the Genji right now. Molten Core for the point. Here for Tree if he wants to force it. But Chronic has the overclock, so I don't know what direction Team Liquid are going to take. They're going to get a slam here onto the Lucio. Suzu will be forced out right now. Boop onto Painkiller's going to make his life very tricky. Full block now used by Painkiller. Has to back up and concede for space, so just going to disengage into the safety of this room. Top up, get all their cooldowns back. Then likely go with this overclock here, Rad. Infected's going to try and take as much of that attention as possible. Slam out. Takes some shields and runs back to point. Chronic being patient with this one, though. They've cleared Team Liquid to the back of point. Now Molten Core onto the point right now as they try and touch. They try and go forward. Overclock will be invested now. Just to run through with Infected. Trying to waste his time with this. Slide in from Chronic looking for more boot. Infected all over Chronic right now. Trying to find some more. Nano Torp onto point though. Tree will delete him. Nano Torp doing a lot right now. Kitsune rush, but Tree is finding Dink after Dink. 2 down as well. Painkiller will wall Z and himself back onto point. Kill Infected as well. Mine's on point before Infected died, though, and Painkiller is just outmatched, and Tree's getting through so much work on this Torb. Final touch isn't even, it doesn't seem like it even registered there, actually, but either way, Team Liquid were winning that one. They win the Lijiang Tower. I count how many people jumped off. There was a lot of going off the map in that one. Is Torb really that broken right now? I think, yeah. I think the reality is probably Torb's been broken for a while. And we just, we're only just now learning about it. Let's see. Which one were you talking about? This one? Where is Knife? Right, Knife is on point. Get some shields. Backs off to coast. Take some damage, presumably from the Molten Core. Maybe get slashed. They're pinging the Genji. I can't. It just looks like he kind of just walks off. No, he's like in this bit. Ping? I don't know. I can't seem to see any cause. I can't seem to see any cause. Do you get any replays? I don't know if any of the observers were able to catch that. Alright, back up to live. I think similar to the Farah. Yeah, I think you really good chance you're right, Nipple. Just a hero that sort of been. It happened with Bastion around the World Cup timing as well, right? Yeah, 2 seconds, Floro. Start it up right now. Map 2. So this is maybe where I'd expect to see Rad potentially burn their ban. Oh, did they buff Bastion that time? Maybe that was it. I swear Bastion was even being played in Overwatch League before the World Cup, though. When we're going, NA. Wait, no, I want matches, not standings. North America, OWCS. Upcoming. Ongoing. There we go. Scoreboard. All right, so Infected with a teeny tiny single death. 2 for RuPaul. One of those that boop off the map. Yeah, pretty reasonable. But quite dominant in the end. See Painkiller with 7 deaths. Chronic the same. Hard to have as meaningful impact. Maybe the most notable thing is just how often did it really feel like Painkiller was getting too many valuable kills? Like a couple of times he was able to force the kill on onto the Torb, but it was a rare occurrence, right? Compared to the amount we've really seen from Hazard last week, for example. So now we're gonna go to Eichenwald here. Interesting. So I feel like this really isn't the greatest ball map either. I know we've seen teams play ball on the defense here. Like second point, really fine for ball, right? Third point, really rough for ball. Okay, they're gonna go for a Torb ban instead here. So, okay, good response from Team Liquid right now. Draft Docs Danny. The Ban Bandits at it again. So Rad banned the Torb, aka one of the hazard counters, to try and enable Painkiller to play more of a hazard. So a response straight away here, banning the hazard out. So a great way to counter, if you can't counter the hazard for the heroes to pick, counter it by banning it out of the server. So Team Liquid stay a step ahead. And looks like Infected will be starting here. So one of the nice things about the ball on defense, at least, like obviously second point is just good space for it. First point, you do at least get multiple, like there's megas to play around, and you can always actually get, even if you get caught or something, you can actually get a decent recontest maybe with ball because the rollout's so good from that second forward spawn. You know, we've seen like TM, I think, is probably one of the ones who tried it the most, maybe in EMEA last year, back when Kellen was on that team. Alright, grapple for Chronic finds a whole lot of nothing. And we'll get confirmation of a real comp here. It's going to be Sim May from Team Liquid right now. Don't know if they were maybe expecting a Sigma or something, but it's going to be Ram from Painkiller. Still a couple of beam damage right now. Can put Painkiller in a difficult situation. Let me get some water. Alright, slam at the choke from Infected, doesn't find all that much as Painkiller takes some space. Is naded Boop, Suzu in response. Wall onto Painkiller as well, actually taking a billion damage right now. Will reset. Infected will try and set up. Beams catch King a little bit on the way out there. RuPaul's actually caught going for one of those nades, but he runs into Chronic. And Infected will be able to follow up onto that kill. I'll turn it down. It was just my local volume. Either way, RuPaul will actually get traded out for that one in the end. And it's become a bit of a dogfight right now. Painkiller is stuck behind. 1 second until that next form timing here. Has a slow as well. Wants to force this ice block out of tree. Or doesn't have the ice block, actually tries to wall himself in, but punch still goes through. And Painkiller will be chewing through everyone here. Oh, there we go. Will be chewing through everyone here, but Infected has done the same thing. Killed both of the backliners. They'll start forcing the point. Remember, I can wold caps faster. I can wold caps faster than the other hybrid points. So, timer on this recontest as second point goes through already. Infected will come back in. Rolling around. Wall comes out, blocks Infected a little bit. And here's the Boop. Forces the TP with that second one. They've lost RuPaul. Wow, Infected's gone for this vote. And Vega dies as well. Halfway to this third tick, and they're killing everyone else. Infected just can't find the value in time to trade it out. And alright, first point will be secured, but this is where, in theory, not only is the second point better for Ball, it's also better for the Ana as well. Tree and Knife going to be making swaps as well onto Tracer Sojin here. We'll give a car up to the gate, wait for the gates to unlock, and then Ben Rad Esports will maybe take a little bit of space. Infected just lurking on the rooftops right now. Lep's gonna find him. Harassing. Infected doesn't commit the slam right now. Gonna keep just trying to boop, be annoying. But Painkiller happy just to take what cart progress he can. Infected will keep it contained as much as he can. Reset back onto the high ground. Payload creeping forward. Can probably get it to the first corner here for free. Just has to be patient here. Painkiller nudging it forward the whole time. Shield onto tree. Forces for slide backwards. Alright, this is where it gets tricky for Rad Esports. We're actually going to beat here, but what are they beating on? Lep is on high ground here. What are they beating on? Alright, if anyone knows what they were beating on, please send your answers in, mail them to me, or you can call in as well. King's going to die during all of that. I don't know if that was meant to be a beat for Raj, potentially, but a little bit confused on that one here. Chronic has sort of wandered around and found a trade kill, but Infected are still massive. Infected and Team Liquid are massively numbers up right now. Z will get finished off, and Team Liquid will be able to stabilize back on the high ground for this one. Late kill onto King too. And this is the challenging part now for Rad Esports. How do they deal with this high ground hold? Can they get everyone underneath? King is going to go onto the Genji, so maybe now King and Lep can sort of work as a bit more of a two-man crew, try and clear some of that. Ball has been spotted out, cleared off that initial high ground, but it won't take Infected long to get back up there. Now coming through, boops in. They're trying to rotate underneath. Rotate underneath looks successful, and now they can try and clear top. Pulse bomb's wide from Knife. They know which way they're coming from. Knife has no... Ooh! Knife has no recall, and Vega's going to get caught as well, so no chance to beat back right now. Mine's on the point from Infected. They've disengaged. They've given them the slip here, Team Liquid. They flipped the map a little bit. They're going to nano overclock potentially. Tree's not poppy overclock yet, though. Still has that full rail. Loads of damage onto Painkiller. Annihilation pop just to try and live. Who's going to come back and help with this Genji? But lots of trouble right now because Painkiller hasn't given up the chase. Still chasing. We'll finish that kill onto Tree. They kill Infected on point, and they've cracked the most difficult part of it, Rad Esports. Now, this is important for Rad Esports. This snowball is so important. So important they nail in this fight right now. They've got the Kitsune Rush to do it. Kitsune Rush on point. Need to deal with the overclock. Need to deal with the beat. Overclock out from Tree. Beat as well, so Tree can take a lot of space with it. Trying to find a valuable target. 2 shots onto Lep, but can't find the kill. Slides for more. Lep is dancing around underneath. Will die. No supports right now. And the beat overclock does enough right there. Rad Esports, they try and play forward to get value out of their Kitsune Rush. And try and DP Tree as well, but the beat, they're able to find the kills in time to Team Liquid. And that's such an important one because this rotation underneath, this is the really hard bit right now. When you have that snowball position, it's so important to convert that advantage, and they failed to do it on that occasion, Rad. They're going to have to try and get underneath again.
60 seconds.
They have Blade, but real high chance Infector's going to try and find a mines opportunity as they do this rotate. You see, trying to bait out the slam first. Now they're going to go in. They've actually forced it. Knife is with Infected here. TP forward from Z. Need to help her out of that one. Now, the nade is massive from RuPaul, and Infected will get a kill off the back of that. Going to be hard to pick up Chronic from Spawn. The sleep as well. Execution now onto King. Rolling through again. Infected's getting so much done. On the backline a little bit more. Nade did all the setup. Infected will get all the cleanup. Going for a slam from downtown. Pressure onto Painkiller again. Might even try and force this one out. Pulse bomb was thrown in by Knife, but finally connects. But now we're into the final 20 seconds, and time is Rad's biggest enemy. Their second biggest enemy. The mines from Infected. Nano from RuPaul. Trying to go underneath. Looks like he might just go for this blade. Trying to bait it out. He just keeps punching the air. RuPaul to fake it. Nade will get deflected on himself, but he hits the sleep and will get away from that one right now. Trades as they rush towards point, Rad. They don't quite have any more ults just yet. Painkiller's trying to stabilize on point, but this form is about to run out, and still 12% until an Annihilation comes up. But if he can get to this Annihilation, they're in a really great spot actually, Rad. They can just force objective with that. Vega's going to force his way out, 20% off of beat. Slam onto the high ground. RuPaul has rotated away, but the objective is being forced in right now. Infected has to keep it contested. Painkiller has the Annihilation, and they've done enough now, Rad. Objective focus gaming gets the job done, and RuPaul and Vega will have to accept the deaths. What is RuPaul? What is RuPaul? Oh. Alright. Rad Esports punching back in this series. This is where the ball feels really rough, so Infector's going to make the swap onto Malga. Nice little matchup into Remarkable here. Chance to get behind, give that Ram some back shots. Make their life really hard. Can only block one direction, remember the Ram. Beat push comes down out from Vega in response to Kitsune Rush and Overclock. Kitsune Rush back now, trying to walk forward. They will shred through Infected right now. Tree has the Overclock. Are they just going to accept it, save it for the retake? I think the answer is yes. Annihilation was popped right there. Trade onto Chronic is about as good as a trade as you can ask for in that situation. 40 seconds left on the clock. King will set up above them, and Rad, they might just try and finish it right here, right now. Lep nearly has beat. Tree has an overclock to retake. Are they just going to try and force this overclock, then DP? Disengage. Infected's taking so much damage. Tree just kind of needs to pop it. Oh, he catches Lep. Lep had beat. The perfect kill from Tree. Oh, he can't find any shots onto it, but he's done enough damage. Tree has done his job. What an important kill onto Lep. No chance to use this beat. Chronic looking for the late kill right now. Chronic will be killed late, and this touch is nigh impossible. Painkiller is going to go Doom, but I don't think there's any amount of speed I can get them in back here. King's going to go for a beat blade to touch. He needs to get the touch. He does get the touch. That's 2 ults just for the touch right now, though. And RuPaul has Kitsune rushed on point. King will be playing his life of a mega, of a mini rather, but they've given themselves a chance on top of Tree right now. Can they find the kill? Suzu has been invested. Knife kept marking that, though, and they will get it. Blade now should be the finisher from Knife. Just killing everyone on point. They were able to get the touch in the end. But oh, they so would have preferred having that beat just for a push at the end, and then the blade as well coming up. Huge kill from Tree, absolutely huge kill from Tree. Save for defense there on the third point. And that means at least Team Liquid are working with a clear advantage. We've sort of obviously been given a bit of a sneak preview at Team Liquid's plan to get themselves through this map. Is now they'll play ball for most of it and then get themselves onto Malga for third. Decision time obviously now whether they choose actually to do Malga, do like a Malga for first, ball for second, Malga again. To be fair, Infected was finding decent value on the first defense. Maybe the hardest part for Team Liquid might actually be if they want to run the Ana on the attack again. Because suddenly, if you think about that first bridge choke, what's the best way to get an Ana through that? You know, even with the speed, Infected can do some distracting behind, but a really scary situation to push past Painkiller. Chance Painkiller drops for slow, and then just, yeah, just kills the backline, quite simply. Did we lose volume? Or have I just gone deaf in real life? There we go. Alright. Tree gonna go for the grapple shot, which will get nothing.
5, 4,
I feel like I've not seen this grapple shot work in years. But, you know, you never know. But sometimes you do know. Get 7% ult charge off it. Little Mercy cameo for the damage boost. You've got death. Thanks. Thanks, chat. Rupert will actually go over Kiri, so we talked about how the Ana might have some problems, and we'll be going Kiri instead now. Infected's already set up behind, so Rad Esports, they have to have eyes in the back of their heads, and Lep will be responsible for the rear. Trying to keep their track of this ball. Infected just doing a little bit of a roll through right now, and Knife's just walked in and killed Z, so Painkiller side of the front. Alright, nice little 180 kill from Chronic, but it doesn't make any difference because Rad Esports just seem to fall over. Alright. Alright, thought first point might actually be quite tricky for the ball comp, tricky for the backline to get into a meaningful position, particularly Tree maybe as well. But no problem whatsoever. Team Liquid with about a faster cap as you can ask for. 5.5 minutes to crack on with second, and this is where Rad Esports are going to have a particularly difficult situation, because if Painkiller wants to contest for payload, he has to drop to the floor. If he drops to the floor, that just allows Infected to set up behind, and Suzu is used. Chronic's going to get himself in the corner, just trying to hide from the scary ball. Does survive though at least, so for now they've stabilised, and now will drop at the choke. Tree, oh, good for it again. Z dies immediately, 2 quick deaths. Now turning, Vega might get caught in this, so they have traded 1 for 1, but Painkiller's taken so much damage. That main source of healing gone for Painkiller, remember. And both these defenses, there was another, the best spot to try and stop this part in a second is actually at that choke for Rad Esports. It's their best chance to control the high ground and control the choke at the same time, without it being as big a problem that the March has dropped to the low ground. And yeah, you can see D.Va, Cass swap now coming out, trying to counter out this ball more directly. Slam onto the choke. Painkiller keeps everyone safe. Oh, they booped and separated now. This is annoying for Rad to deal with. They have to regroup, and all the time they're taking to regroup. Team Liquid just moving the point. Mine's available for Infected, takes a lot of damage. We'll have to go via some small health packs, some big health packs. Nice, found a pulse bomb kill during all of that. Slam on to let Knife will team up for that one as well. Slowly but surely getting topped up. Infected's going to take the Mega to speed that process up. They got 1 kill in all of this Rad, but it's really not enough. Painkiller's trying to stall out point for as long as possible. Help pocket King here as well. Z needs a lot of help too. King will get finished off. Z is in a real emergency situation right now. Painkiller will die on point. And again, looking good for Team Liquid. Oh, don't buffer now. Don't buffer now. It's Kitsune Rush, it's B, it's Mines, all to invest on point. Tree can just sit on the high ground with this overclock as well. And Rad Esports have to retake for these difficult chokes. And Chronic has to be careful not to die late here, but he is 100% dying late here. Z will at least be dying on point. Okay, 1 more retake. They'll have both support ults for it, Rad. But they need to get kills with these support ults. As long as Vega's beat catches everyone, this is a really tough situation for Rad. Got to find a way through right now. A way through the mines. They're trying to bait out both sides at the same time. Mines on point right now. Beat catches everyone but Z right now. Kitsune should be invested on point. Vega, Ajax, poop on the map. That's exactly what they needed. But Lep gap, but Lucio gap, Tree still got the overclock. It's not over yet for Team Liquid. They're trying to find it, but Infected has fallen. The point pressure is gone. But Tree, what if he just kills everyone? Knife on the back line here right now. Chronic has killed one more on point, and King has killed RuPaul. It's Tree versus the world. Infected is back. Chronic is still low here, remember. Might have to drop behind him just to live. Oh, doesn't get a chance to use it off. Painkiller back on the Malga, and that will stabilize it. Unbelievable from left. Absolutely unbelievable. Tree is still getting more kills, so we'll be rushing back to point still here, Rad. But with the Malga on it now, they have that anchor. And that was all the ults invested for Team Liquid. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Now this Malga can contest point for a very long time, basically forever. King's going to be playing here on the left-hand side, just trying to find his pulse bomb opportunity. Tree trying to farm up rails to fish for something. Lep has to be careful on the wall right now. Shooting his feet here just to try and clear the Malga off point, but King's pulse bomb is good. This will slow him down right now. King, well, King and Lep have just dominated, but, well, King's dominated the flank, and Lep has pooped Infected off the map, I think. Okay, King. All right. If Rad can take this map here, don't want to count the chickens before they hatch and all that, but if Rad can take this map here and they've got the ball ban in the back pocket, might be really good. Will be another wave of ultimates before this attack is done, though, from Team Liquid. Chronic has the high noon, but hard to get a meaningful use out of that for the most part. Mostly they're on the cast, not for the ult, of course, but to try and contain this ball. Chronic is considering going this left-hand side with the high noon, though. Infected's trying to force point. They're just trying to pressure Painkiller out, get different angles on him here. So Painkiller's going to need some help. High noon will relieve some of that pressure. And Chronic is looking for it. Vega is off the side of the map. Where is Vega going? He's going to skirt and take the long way out here. We'll be okay, but double support all coming up. Oh no, Vega's run into Chronic. Oh, it took all the time there to go the long way round. Pulse Bomb is going to get Suzu'd from Knife as well. And now Chronic will take over onto point. Infected is super low. Overclock invested from Tree. Looking for a Kitsune Rush trade on point. Lep has died to the Mind Spell, so no beat this time, and Painkiller goes down. Oh, the slam is good. Sets it up beautifully for Tree. And they find their way through despite it, Liquid. Bailed out of that one. Oh, Lep dies at the crucial time.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Now on to third point. 2 minutes on the clock for Team Liquid, and Infected will be making the swap onto Malga, same he did on the defense for the third point. Knife will be going Reaper as well. We'll see if King chooses to swap here as well. Potentially Genji into this. The Reaper gives, of course... Oh, yeah, there's the Genji. So the Reaper does, of course, actually give a bit of a frontline advantage here to Infected. The Reaper and the Malga swing at the same time. Both getting that vampire healing from the Malga shout. And they can really win that frontline trade. But Painkiller does nearly have Cage. Rail in the end. Painkiller biding his time. Will drop it now. Suzu comes in. Vega again. Again. Oh, not again, sorry. Another Ajax. Oh my god. Right in front of Chronic. And a second Ajax. Oh my god. And all of a sudden, this looks oh so holdable for Team Liquid. We're going to get the Orisa swap out of Painkiller. Low on ults, low on time, Team Liquid. Last chance, but remember, Rad didn't finish the map. A white win here will be enough to secure it for him. TP to try and clear this Genji out right now. Kitsune Rush will be up first for Z. Can just mirror that. And DPS ult's crucially close to for Rad Esports. Looks like Team Liquid are just playing to slow it down as much as they can. But Rad wants to go first. They start the Kitsune Rush push. They will kill Knife. They want more kills, though. They're going to have to take a little peep outside, but they only get one for that Kitsune Rush. Now, all of a sudden, Kitsune Rush advantage for RuPaul. I don't know about that decision. They needed more kills than one, because now RuPaul has his Kitsune Rush advantage. Maybe just go early with Overclock now. Try and force the Kitsune Rush far back from RuPaul. Has to be the best choice, but Rad Esports, they back up to point. Oh, they need Valerian's DPS ults. King's going to dash through. King's behind. 99%. They come around the corner. King is half HP. Difficult to pull the blade. They go for the blade. Just slashes onto the Malga now. This isn't the primary target, but they force Infected to take a step back. They've lost Lep in the backline right now. No kills out of these DPS ults. A Knife gets for Blossom. Unbelievable. Liquid have got themselves out of this. No beat necessary for Vega. Team Liquid, good for it. And they're just going to tap it in, I think. Lep will get caged, will get killed immediately. Oh. Yeah, back-to-back Ajaxes for Vega. But it wasn't enough for Rad. Can we just... It's just a series of poor decisions. I really don't agree with this Kitsune Rush push. Because I think you just create the stalemate situation, you know? Or if you do it... Because when they press this button now, the big problem for Rad is what cooldowns have Team Liquid used? You know, what cooldowns have they used? Nothing. So even though they get Knife, who I guess, yeah, I didn't see a TP behind, but yeah, if they TP behind, they deal with that kill. So I don't hate the idea to push forward when the Reaper TP's behind, but didn't they, they could just walk forward, right? Force Infected to, out. Then they don't get more kills, and then this decision, I think they wanted to go super early, because there's a point where King dashes behind here. Like, as they walk through. Yeah, like, King's on the flank. Because I think, right now, I think is actually, this is the timing Rad want to go, right? But King's still 5% short of Blade, so it feels like their timing's not quite right. Because King dashes through there, but doesn't get enough for Blade. So then the Kitsune Rush comes out. They try and push in. RuPaul still hasn't used Suzu at this point. But Blade is pulled from King because he starts behind him. I kind of know where he is. He's like half HP. He dashes back, misses one of the slashes onto it. Just, yeah, doesn't even get that much damage onto the Malga. I mean, if he kills the Malga there, it actually probably still works out, right? Still works out. And then up from that point on, it's actually just over from that point on. What am I looking at, Bees? Get me off, Lucio. I mean, you know, there's gotta be, we have to pay a level of respect here to the self-awareness, you know? Some people live a lot of their life in delusion. But, Vega has realized the situation here. Alright, should we take a look? Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Oh. Oh dear. Oh yeah, really high deaths on a lot of Rad here. It was a really close fought map. Knife for 39 and 11 on that one. Yeah, I saw Nemwise comment was the if you're not HSing, you're not trying. Yeah, honestly, like I know like a lot of the devs here are kind of in favor of Rad, but considering how many, just like loads of things, the number of things that go wrong for Rad and all of that, right? Talk about like the first hold was a complete wash, right? Didn't get a single second of meaningful time off them on first point. The first choke hold on second point, also a complete wipeout, right? Doesn't work at all. Then even the third hold, or sorry, the end of second hold, I should say, disaster. And then it was actually so winnable for Rad, considering all these things that go wrong. Huge Ajaxes, first from Lep, as in first in Lep getting the Ajax on Vega with a boot kill. And then, of course, Chronic hitting one. Team Liquid have banned Lucio. Taking the piss. Taking the piss. I think that was a Vega request, that one. Please don't let me play this hero. Why no ball ban? I mean, it's a great question, right? So, hold on, let me rewind a second. What was it they banned in the end? Tracer? Yeah, I mean, it's its final map territory. I mean, it does feel egregious not to get a ball ban in at any point. So if they ban Tracer, so this will force them probably to play Genji in this, right? Infected's going to play Bull. Presumably Painkiller's still going to play Hazard, right? I feel like this is... The worry here is also, like, even if they can deal with the Bull, there's going to be, like, a... And this is one of the big advantages they have in lots of these situations. Like, the Ana Brig gap, in theory, should be quite big, right? You think Peace Genji diffs Knife? I mean, Knife has been struggling, particularly on ping. I presume that might feel a little bit different once they get him over to the team house. But, but yeah. Oh yeah, Debiza's got you. But yeah. Yeah, no, I feel like I've not... What, Toronto haven't burnt like a Torb or a Sim ban or anything like that, right? They've not burnt any of those, so if the Sim Torb is still too much for the Hazard, then at any point, yeah, TO have banned Sombra only, then Hazard, so... Toronto? Sorry, Team Liquid. Old habits, old habits. Surely it's not a problem on Dorado. Yeah, I mean, it should be a harder map for it. You are right. How do we get the code for the last Esperanza game of Liquid versus Brad? I haven't even played Esperanza. If you type !replays though, that's the sheet with all the replay codes on it though. So if whatever you're looking for, it should be there. I don't know how quickly they update it, but at some point that sheet will be updated with codes from today as well.
2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Alright, let's see it then. So Ana Zen Ball will be the Hazard Ana Brig here. It's alright, it still feels a little bit rough for Painkiller, and actually Team Liquid are really good at this, of taking the like two-step approach. Okay. What if we were just on Chronic POV and he was on Widow though? Does that solve everything? Does that solve everything? Alright, so nice free first one. So I'm a little bit worried here in theory. Nana Zen's quite greedy, especially on the attack here from Team Liquid. Roll through Chronic, doesn't give a boot off bone there, Infected. So Chronic can scope up again in a second. Infected doesn't hit the slam. Still trying to harass this Widow, but it's actually there's not enough pressure apparently. Chronic is still taking people's heads off. And while Infected is trying to put that pressure out, Peace will clean him up, and Chronic will claim a third. Maybe it's fine in reality. Maybe all the doubt was it's actually fine. Just let Chronic play Widow. 3 minutes off the clock. Infected a little bit boozy on some of these ones. Infected's going to go the long way round, over the wall, set up for a dive for the backline. Vega's going to look for a peak timing on Infected's timing. Knife can maybe look for something as well, looking for a dash up right now, but just caught trying to force for point. Infected on this Widow, getting marked as best as possible by Lep, trying to keep it contained. Walls will be invested by Chronic, already has it. Grapple shot's going to miss. Dash back onto the high ground here from Painkiller. Infected's taking loads of damage. Chronic goes for another peek. Eyes on RuPaul. Nano now onto Peace. Disengages. They actually managed to kite this out reasonably well, but they can't kite bullets. They can't kite bullets to the dome. Now Infected's going to try and trade onto Peace right now. Oh, crazy pocket. Rally is going to get invested as well from Lep. He's got himself made into a bit of a pickle, but he goes through. Knife there. Just managed to get the kill onto Lep. Now the blade onto the high ground. Chronic's going to have to hit a crazy shot to get out of this one. Won't be able to, and Knife will get the cleanup there. The Nano Blade eventually does its job. But this was, of course, just to break the first hold here for Rad Esports. Peace will die on point 2. This is a significant amount of time bank conceded right now for Team Liquid. We're going to set up close. Infected will have mines. We will have Molten Core. Put a lot of objective pressure out right now. But Peace can go, use the blade. Vega will answer with Transcendence. Lots of point pressure during all of this right now. But if Painkiller can find a decent downpour in the midst here, they could really turn some kills. And there's also... it's always the Chronic factor we have to factor in right now. Peek onto Vega, but Vega gets himself round the corner in time. Chronic going to go for another one. Nothing to shoot at right now. Chronic is going super deep for this flank right now. Peace is backed up. Eyes on RuPaul. But oh, the mind's on point. The Transcendence on point. They've just pushed forward and killed everyone else. Get the value before Chronic gets too much of a chance to really influence this. And they get through first point after a bit of a struggle. Move on to second now, and it's going to be another good point for Widow right here. Similar mini game for Infected. How much pressure can you put on this Widow? How many opportunities can you deny? While not having it cost you your life? Infected looking for the Widow right now. Blade in actually here to mainly find a turret. Peace can't go deeper with this. Don't know about this Blade call here. They weren't really pushed up with it, and that... yeah, easy one for Liquid. Don't even get a look at that Blade. It's just all on point. Wasted ult there. Turret on the high ground here, expecting it. Downpour around the corner. Tree will drop off the high ground, but it doesn't save him. Expect him to have that. But oh, the Discord for damage, for sleep. For Torb. Just so much damage output there, even though Painkiller hits it. And Rad Esports again trying to turn the corner there, but don't really have a follow-up with either of their ults. And Chronic will fall in the back. It's going to be hammers out for Tree. Doesn't get his hammer kill. Raging at Vega right now about that one being taken away from him. Team Liquid pressing the advantage. Another Nano Blade to finish this one. Going to need a little bit of magic from Chronic. Walls popped. Will help him clear this. Again, see the ball is above him. But Infected is close to another mines, which will be absolutely brutal at this choke. Nano Blade comes in. Dink onto him initially. But Knife will kill Lep right now. And Knife's killed both of the backline and there. Chronic was far enough back, but can't get the angle. Nano are down to Peace in all of this. Just confirm one kill. But it's simply not enough. And Team Liquid have made up most of the time they lost on first, on second. Interesting. Chronic will be making the swap over onto the cast right now. Obviously not as good a point for Widow, and the cast, as we've talked about before, good into the ball. But Team Liquid seems to have built up a head of steam right now. They're going to have Mines and Molten Core, which in the battle for this high ground should be very effective ults on this narrow platform. Infected's looking for it right now. Slam in. Boot away though. Mine's not invested. Infected's going to get back up there again. Boot round. Just harassing him. Not committing right now because that payload is still rolling forward this entire time. Another slam comes in. Rally push comes out. Vega will respond with Transcendence. Wall to try and disengage. Have to go out, but Molten Core, they're all so low. They boot back Infected for now. They've stabilised on the high ground. Hinder to cancel the slam from Chronic. Still stabilized on this high ground, but it's getting ropier and ropier for Rad Esports. Now booped back, Painkillers in a difficult situation. Chronic is separated from Wall, protects him from Infected, but not from Tree. And they concede this high ground. Looking for a late trade. Vega will win that one. Now the slam on, and it's gonna be time in the bank right now for Team Liquid.
Score 0-3.
It feels like it slipped away now from Rad. After how competitive that Icon World was, feels like this, and even a good start on first point, right? You know, ooh, little bit of a time skip. It feels like it slipped away from him now. Hold on, I'm just gonna chuck my heating on for like half an hour or something. Getting chilly here late at night. Come on, boost. Unironically, the button on my heating is boost. So, boost my heating right now. They banned Lucio? Yeah. I think Team Liquid have banned Lucio away from Vega. Mostly. Yeah, I don't know about the no ball ban. I don't know really why we're on Dorado. I feel like Root would have been like ball ban, go to Dorado type thing. Okay. Oh wait, I remember why we're on Dorado. Just it's a Chronic angle. Alright, Chronic solved a few problems, especially on first point on the defense. Let's see if he can solve as many problems on the attack right here. It's Anna Juno out from Rad Esports with this as well. Same comp from Team Liquid. Obviously, range disadvantage here for the tour. Ball is going to be all over Chronic all day. Just about pocketing through that now. Sleep is going to catch him as well. Going to be some damage put onto Infected right now. You see Peace on Infected's case, trying to punish him while he applies that pressure to the Widow. If they can buy Chronic space, we've seen what he can do with this rifle. Everyone just hard DPing him now, so they're going to keep forcing the point in the meantime. Chronic's going to get slammed. Oops, out. Another sleep onto the ball, but they just rotate away from the ball at this point. Between Knife and Infected right now as they try and come onto the high ground. Tight angle for Chronic to get value. Trying to bait the engage a little bit. Slam at the choke. Now coming through. Will still catch the nade. Chronic has gone the long way round. Do they know? RuPaul has died anyway. 1-for-1 trade on point, but that's Painkiller falling. And I don't know if they know the Widow's behind, but it might be fine. They're going to find out now. Yep. Infected and Tree are aware. Now Chronic has to run around the Rosie with this ball, but all over him. They've still traded out during all of this, Rad, while we're watching this fight on the side. Now trying to deal with the Juno. Oh, Lep in trouble. Pocket not enough from Z in the end. Painkiller onto the Diva now. Surprised to see Lep swap off the Brig here, honestly. It feels like I really need that hero against the ball on some of these rotations. Chronic trying to find these angles, but only a Torp to shoot at half the time. Mine's on the choke point now. This will slow them all down. They've separated Painkiller, but Painkiller is safe behind the wall. Matrix in hand. Infected will set back up on the high ground. 2 minutes off the clock already for Rad. They have the Nano ready to go. They nearly have the Ray. Blade comes in. It's a Nano Blade from Peace. Takes care of the turret. Really does hate these turrets. Infected putting pressure onto the backline. Peace doesn't get anything more out of that. Transcendence was forced. Neutralizes both of those ults essentially. And Infected gets another one. This Anna Juno not standing the test of the scrutiny that Infected has put them under. Nano Blade into Transcendence. Part of the reason, similar theory to when you Nano Blade into B, right? You don't want to Nano Blade into B because then one ult can, in theory, counter out two of yours. Rad Esports fall into that trap here with the Transcendence. Now the Nano onto Infected. Aggressive this time, looking for the slam. Back safe in spawn. Knife is pulled for Blade as well, so I guess a couple of bad ults deserve some more. Chronic has made the swap onto Ash. Tree has the Molten Core, but Lep has the Ray. Those ults match up quite nicely for Team Liquid though, because if they try and use the Ray, push forward with it, there can be Molten Core laid at their feet to stop them getting value. And there's that Ray push. Low ground to high ground is difficult. Knife is all over it. Trying to rotate forward here, but Z is in so much trouble. Knife pushing for that kill. Gets that kill. D-Mech as well, but Mines did so much there. Didn't even leave the Molten Core. Obviously, same logic, right? As much as the Molten Core can stop you walking in the Ray, Mines can really stop you walking in the Ray as well. Lep will go over onto the Kiri now. 35 seconds left on the clock, and Team Liquid looking like they might just finish it.
30 seconds.
Barra swap from Peace. Trios for Molten Core for point here, and Painkiller's already half HP. Touch is going to be really hard for Painkiller here with the Molten Core on point. Ripple's going to have another nano. Z will also have another nano. But they need something right now because this Bull hasn't died. Molten Core on point as we're about to enter overtime, and Painkiller's going to have to try and dodge all of it. It's a perfect Molten Core, really. It's on everything. Chronic is going to die. They are all over Lep. Lep will die. Hammer kill for Tree, finally. One final slam onto point. Painkiller gets his one. The damage is done. 49 meters is the final distance. And now complete. A pretty big sweep. Eichenwald was the chance, right? Questions around the draft a little bit here. Why we didn't see the ball ban at any point. Was Dorado really the best pick? All of this, alternate options. Missed opportunities. Was Torp ban not an option? Yeah, were Torp and Ball both banned? I think they used, actually, I think they used for Torp ban earlier, no, maybe, did they not? If I'm not mistaken. No, they didn't. Yeah, you're right. The more... Oh, wait, no, they did. No, they used it on Eichenwald, sorry. They used it on Eichenwald. I just can't read. So, yeah, Torp ban wasn't an option. Yeah. And to be fair, that was actually the match that was closest, or the map that was closest, right? If anything, they really should have won. You had perfect pick'ems in EMEA and NA today? Shit. Yeah, I mean, actually, a clean sweep of trios here from what was expected to be the top 3 teams in North America. Racking up those wins. Which means we're going to have SSG on top with 3-1, played a game more than everyone else except for Amplify. And then Nightmare, Timeless, Team Liquid all on 2-1. Games tomorrow involve Team Liquid playing again and Rad playing again. So Rad can join the 2-1 club. Probably really expect them to do that against Avidity. Maybe closer than some of the games we saw today. Team Liquid against Shikigami should very much see Team Liquid also jump up to 3-1. But won't be able to catch SSG's map difference there, of course. What was the EMEA result? Remind me again. It was 3-1. Yeah, 3-1 and 3-0. Yeah, pretty reasonable. TM Believer. I can't remember what I picked. I think I probably went for Peps and dropped it. Well played by Panda. Oh, wait, no, sorry. It's Panda who pinned the message. It was Juby who got the right pick'ems. Sorry, I read for pinned. I read for pinned. All right. Well, let's hang around for a little bit, see if we get an interview. Then we can do a final marbles giveaway of the night. You're right, Carrot Cave. Maybe we need to conduct an internal investigation into all of this, huh? Some kind of internal investigation. Thoughts on that? Don't really watch Valorant Sunku. I watch it I used to watch it a bit, but don't have a lot of time to watch, I guess, non-Overwatch stuff. Maybe that's because I spend, like, copious amounts of time a week watching Overwatch. Hard to squeeze in other esports. And football, and NFL. Maybe there was more time in the day, huh? Might get enough sleep before Korea? Yeah, it was actually an outrageously fast day, right? Outrageously fast. When's the next podcast episode? It's out on Patreon right now, so if you can't wait, you need to watch it right now. You can either go sign up to support our Patreon, or you can buy this episode in particular as a one-off purchase. Otherwise, it will be coming out tomorrow on YouTube and Spotify after the Korea OWCS. Ooh. Any good games today? I mean, Peps and TM was actually... well, you signed up, did you, Red Eyes? Good on ya. Appreciate it. Yeah, Frio Puika. TM Peps, the first couple of maps are pretty good.
A quick chat after this victory. Tree, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for dropping in and saying hi. Let's talk about this match and your preparation. I mean, it looked like you guys kind of just got away with your game plan, and it wasn't really interrupted by bans or map picks per se. Are you surprised that the ball went unchecked?
Dude, I don't even know. We have Danny on our team, and he's got like 10 Google Docs and spreadsheets, so he just does the bans, and I just play the game. Some of my teammates talk about it, but at this point, I trust him. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for the update, Colkey.
Yeah, have you had a conversation with the team about like why the Torb sim comp that we're seeing in South Korea is so good? Was there like a discussion about whether you guys wanted to play it too? What's your reasoning for sort of, and like you especially like are playing the Torb even like in some slightly different looks, like you really seem to be enjoying yourself on that pick right now. Like why is that such a powerful hero, and just in that Torb sim comp, why is it so effective right now?
It's kind of weird because I feel like, you know, no one's played Torb sim like consistently in meta, because even if they get buffed, you try them once, you maybe lose like one team fight, you just swap instantly because it's just a funny character. Like no one ever thinks they're going to be good. But then like they get stealth buffed like every patch, and they have so much HP and so much damage with the turret, which is really good against Hazard. So I think it kind of beats Hazard specifically, and that's why Torb's so strong. But yeah, I don't know. He's just a funny little guy. He just shoots his gun and hammers people.
Do you enjoy playing him? Because we talked to Psycho earlier today, and he was not happy about being in a potential Torb prison. Are you cool with that? Are you happy with the little man?
If you're winning, it's fun because then I can hammer people. But it is kind of boring. It's just sitting there shooting most of the game.
Yeah, watch your turret do work. I gotta ask Tree, when Infected is causing so much chaos for the other team, how easy is it for you guys to be able to play your game? Just kind of taking over in other roles.
It's pretty easy. I'm just like the shoot guy. You know, I just sit there, hold left click, and then maybe right click a couple times, and then they die. While Infected either just like, no, I have spider spot, I'm slamming, or he just dies and says, oh, my bad. But pretty easy for me.
Of course he calls it like that.
Well, we love to hear that. You know, it's just another day in the office for you, Tree. Getting the dub here in our second week, and that's it for our interview. Thank you so much for joining us, and of course, best of luck in your next match.
All right, thank you for having me.
Of course, always a pleasure.
All right, nice quick one from Tree. You know. Time to ask about Torb. But I mean, it's reasonable to ask about the meta, and it's just like, let's try and probe some of the situations, really. Like, I think, because, you know, easy to be mean, isn't it? Harder to be constructive and all that. I think, obviously, some of the interviews I was completely locked out of, so maybe I've just missed something. But, I feel like in reality, what's like interesting about this is an element of, well, how did it happen? An element of, when did your team find out specifically? You know? How many days practice have you had on that? Like all the timescales of this, you know? And you get the timescales of when the patch or when like people start playing these comps. Maybe starts to explain some of the chaos and variety we're seeing right now. No carrot. Yeah. Then, like, maybe it just feels like sometimes, some of it is for players as well, right? Like, not always for, like, the most interesting answers. You know, like, Tree didn't give us, like, loads of insight there, really. But trying to explore, like, well, what's your role in the comp, you know? I think more questions about the bans I'd really like, right? To be honest, if you want to ask questions about the bans, there's probably also more impetus to get the coaches on in all of this as well. Yeah, like, so there's like there's problems on both sides, but I think it's like yeah, I mean, it's kind of like it's also hard when it's just a 3-0, right? I think there's like a interview Danny and ask about the nitty-gritty. Yeah, ask about the Lucio ban, right? Easy joke there. Hey, saw Vega's tweet about the Lucio, saw those bloody Ajaxes as well. Did you take Lucio away from the guy before he could ruin any more of your pushes? You know, there's like there's something there, right? Oh. Remember when they interviewed? Yeah, I'm actually on board with losers interviews. I think they should interview the losers. I think it's nice. It's easier when it's a LAN because it's easier to. Like when it's a one-on-one situation, there's a bit of time between the games, or you know, like between the actual the literal loss and when you get interviewed. Somebody might interview you, yeah. So I think they're good. Obviously, like, you need to pick the right person. You know, you're like a coach or one of the older players or more experienced players. But I think it's a good thing to have, you know? Like, you have it in all other sports, right? You think any other sport, do you not just, when a match happens, some team's going to win, some team's going to lose, and you interview both parties. Yeah, I mean, because also, one of the nicest things about... We talk about this on Uncoachable, actually. I don't know who's seen it and who hasn't. But we talk about it a bit on Uncoachable, just sort of like a... you know, like, actually, what were some of the best interviews last year was, like, maybe Chris and Goomba, right? When they got both on at the same time or talking to him after. When they had, like, even Kasaurus and Gator on, right? Stuff like that. Cap as well at various times. Somehow I've gotten worse. Which region, Juby, or is this overall? Wait, let me load it so we can all look together at my failings. All. Yeah, I mean, I think my NA is cooked, and I got the EMEA, I got the Peps one. I had too much faith in Peps. When we go in leaderboard, updated leaderboard. Let's have a peek here. All right, should we start with? Should we start with Korea? I've gone through puberty, guys, I promise. All right, so if you don't know, this is for Pickham's leaderboard right now. Never trust for French. Unfortunately, you're completely correct. Joby in the top 10. Good on you, Joby. Musket and Piranha still battling out of the top. No perfect days here. Who got... Ooh. Big Arms Jacob with a perfect day in Korea. Blue Slime 2. I'm 63rd there. Yeah, yesterday was bad. Oh yeah, yesterday I gambled on the thing is, this one was bad, right? This is Korea day 1, because you know what I gambled on? I gambled on FTG 3-2. And how unbelievably close was I to getting that FTG 3-2 right? How unbelievably close was I? That would have been such a huge swing result as well if I'd got that one right. Or, well, if FTG had got it right for me, you know? Ahead of GB, though. Yeah, a few people have, like, done it 1 week then forgot here once we get it out there. Consistency is going to be key in this. So then EMEA, GB into top 10. Oh, a few people hitting perfect days in EMEA. Obviously, only 2 games in play. Where am I in this one? Yeah, I think my EMEA is really bad. I had a really terrible week 1. Yeah, 119th. 4 is all right. That's no, actually 4 is not all right because that's out of 9, right? Yeah, that's out of 9. 4 is not all right there. So how many points am I on in total? 8 points. So I'm 13 points off first. Great. Great. Oh, Artemis is up there as well. Damn. All right. What about NA? Have I nailed NA, surely? Day 2. Yeah, I gambled on, like, people trading maps now. It's so hard to get the score correct, because think of those games we watched, right? I think I gambled, like, 3-1 Team Liquid and maybe 3-1 Nightmare versus Amplify. But how close were Amplify to that map? How close were Rad to that, How close were Rad to that map? Where are you? Fuck. I feel like you knew this when you asked. You knew this when you asked, Iconics. Juby Hawk sick fear as well? Shit. Fovi number 1 still? Alright, let's check the overall then. Who's top? Musket top overall. Piranha's Joby. Arthur. Course comment still. Alright. I'm going to be quite low here, aren't I? What's that buzzer sound? Why was there a buzzer? Wasn't just me, right? I'm too low. 75th. I mean, look at this. This is the one, right? Because I think Korea's like, these ones are kind of competitive. But this is the EMEA score, right? This is the EMEA score. This is dragging me down. Look, I'm in a similar position to Fargo, right? Like, reasonable, disastrous EMEA. Go on, mate. 50th? It's really not awful at all. 67 points? That's really not a marvel. You know, like a good week or something, and I think you actually overtake, right? I think it's really hard to be consistent in pickups. You're second in the one region you don't watch? Fair. Overall. Alright, I'll do one more search then. This is available on my Discord as well. Or 93rd Chaos. This is number one overall. Musket is actually... Musket can see the future. Yeah, Musket actually good for it. Alright, should we do a quick marbles and then we can wrap? Let's minimize that. This is our schedule for tomorrow. Genji Alcancia looks like it'll be good. Avidity Rad, maybe good. Maybe coping a little bit there. Alright, where am I going? Marbles. Turn us down a touch. Alright, we'll do one more giveaway, one more spin of the wheel. And then we'll go from there. Then get it tidied up. We'll get the VODs sorted and published and everything like that. Do you know what any of these other ones are? Because the Grand Prix is like 3 races, right? Are any of these other ones worth doing? Any marble experts? What's a marble up? Blue? Dust? Do we want to be adventurous? Do we want to try something new? Tilted? Can we try Tilted? Okay. Max players. Oh, wait, it's 50 for max. Alright. Should we just do it, but you have to be really quick? Or should we look at one of the other ones? What's marble up? Tilted as shit. Wait, so what's this loading? I get to play as the marble. Is this for story mode? What? How do I get out of this? Oh wait, are these guys friendly or foes? Oh. Wait, let's rage quit. Alright. What about blue? Use mines. What is this? Why does it start with Mapino? Is it letting you guys enter when you play? Alright, Teddy at the top of the leaderboards right now. That's a pretty hard score to beat. More people entering the blue. 80 players playing. Keep looping, guys. This is for a spin. Keep looping. Is it just infinite? Guys, keep looping. Keep looping. Vesco leaped into the lead right now. Vesco with actually a massive lead. There's a huge Vesco gap right now. When does it end? Keep looping. Shout out to the first time bloopers as well. What are we playing to? I don't know what we're playing to. I've got a close game button behind my camera. I have no idea what's going on. Just keep looping. Should I just... Oh. Do you think when I do the overnight streams and I go and take a nap, should I just leave a bloop on all night and you guys can just bloop all night? At what point do I call this? Call it when I'm winning. Alright, should we set a number? Oh wait, I've changed the score max now, so we're going to go into crazy time. Should we just say 10,000? I feel like we've been blooping for a while already. Can we start again and set a number? Okay. Alright, what if I close game? Alright, maybe just wait. Sam's actually playing forever in his car. That was anticlimactic. The problem is, it's so yeah, should we just play a real one? I feel like I was hoping for more. What about dust? This isn't a thing. Let's go to race, guys. Let's go to race. Oh yeah, sorry. Yoshim did win. I said it was for a code. I got to be good for my word. We got more codes. I'll be good to my word. All right. You ready, Yoshim? The top blooper. Here we go. Be funny if you get timed out now after this. Oh, no way! No way! Bloop into Anamythic? Unbelievable bloop into Anamythic. Alright. We are now down to a 1 in 5 chance. Rhine Mythic, 2 starter packs, and 2 timeouts. Shuffle the timeouts. Okay, we can shuffle the timeouts. Oh wait, there's a shuffle button here. There we go. That seems pretty reasonably fairly shuffled. Yeah, game's over for today, Mask. Just going to do a few marbles to wrap up. And then we'll go from there. All right. Just do a race. How many have we... So we've only got 5 codes left. So then we'll have 4 for tomorrow. And that seems about right. Okay. Let's get a race going. Do we have any requests? Or should I just pick a community race and we can go from there? 3 codes, 2 timeouts. You know, 60% chance of winning. Captivating Marble Festival. I've been told it's captivating. Castle Siege. That would be a classic way to end, wouldn't it? All right, we can do Castle Siege, actually. Let me find it. Oh, the screen is still on the wheel? Okay, yeah. Castle Siege. Play. All right, ready? You guys know what to do. Exclamation mark play if you want to play. Last chance to spin the wheel tonight. Then we can be up bright and early for some Korean action. All right, I'll put 60 seconds on the clock. You guys know what to do. Exclamation mark play if you want to play. Chance to spin the wheel. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Shout out Ev James, first time play. To be honest, if you're going to cop a timeout, now is the best time to cop the timeout because it's the end of the stream anyway. So you get to serve your time while the stream's not really online anyway. We're going to get, is it T1 Falcons tomorrow in Korea? So that's the second game of the day. So probably about, maybe around 10 a.m. UK time. That's the one to keep your eye out for. Or go check the VOD if you don't get a chance to watch it live. All right, 20 seconds on the clock. Exclamation mark play if you want to play. All right, all eyes on, all eyes on. Remember, it's Castle Siege, so opening Plinko and all about riding the damage to victory. Guys, you can't bloop in this one. You can't bloop in this one. Oh, did you get in? I think you were too slow, Quad City. All right. All about riding the explosions. It's just a long straight line, but these cannons are going to separate everyone. Oh, the cannon's done so much damage. Oh my god, it's a massacre. It's a massacre. That's like 35 kills off rip. Goonmaster into the lead, though. Goonmaster taking a very strong lead, actually. Can they keep this momentum up? Oh, nope. Backwards momentum now. Serious backwards momentum. Going the wrong way. Kev Cloud, though. Head of steam. Going to avoid the barrels. Biff is going to go straight into the barrels right now. Kev. Oh, booped backwards as well. Still anyone's race. Everything to play for. Biff has basically all but stopped. Kev Cloud still going backwards. Biff is just getting pushed around here. An absolute cannon fodder right now. Oh, rise. Oh, bit of a speed boost for Shriam. Stopped by the barrels. Barrels are getting distributed. Shriam's going to actually catch some of those barrels and get some forward momentum back all of a sudden. But oh, here we go. Unbound Barrow. And look at Shriam. Speed boost, but oh, both stopped by that one. Unbound will sneak into the lead right now. Still plenty of distance to go right now. Unbound will be catapulted forward. There's more barrels to avoid. More cannon shots. Unbound dodges all of these ones. Steady progress right now. Oh, a little bit enough for a speed boost. Wait, is it too much speed, though? Oh, it's too much speed. Unbound off the edge. Misses the opportunity. And now, Barrow here. Bit steadier pace. The pace looks good for the finish here right now. Just needs to not gain too much space. Oh, actually backwards. Oh, catches the barrel. Chance for an overtake here if anyone can pick up some momentum. Oh, just Barrow just clearing the barrels for everyone here. And Barrow was absolutely ground to a hole. Oh my god, what happened there? Lost Barrow for a second. Still crawling forward, but the pack is closing. Shriam now with a speed boost. The barrel stops both of them. Shriam keeps going forward. Just needs to avoid the barrels. Just needs to avoid the... Oh, look at this last barrel, though. This last barrel's in the way. Doesn't even get to the barrel. The missiles have cleared the way for the barrel, though. And look at F. James. First time play into first time victory. F. James is a natural. Oh, an absolute natural from F. James. First place finish snatched away. Akame there going to get second place here. Buster's actually going to die right before the finish line. Gilthorpe looking good for third. Chicken Nuggies. Lots of people to close out our top 10 right now. Oh, no. Few people denied there, I think. Yeah, I'm actually denied a finish. Me, Mask, Sana, you a pup. All denied a finish. Debit as well. Everyone will crawl over the finishing line right now. Well, almost everyone. Crispy at the back of the pack here. Stick to Overwatch, mate. Sunshine Bread. Slowest of the lot. Slowest of the lot. Come on. Come on. 15 seconds. You can actually do it. You actually do it, and we can all finish, except for obviously Nose Snap perished on the way there. Good on you, Sunshine Bread. All right, F. James. You ready to play? Or ready to spin the wheel, I should say. Where's my wheel gone? Looking for some sign of life here, F. James. It's rigged anyway. Nice! You ready to spin, F. James? All right, so we've only got a few prizes left, and unfortunately, a couple of them are timeouts. So depending on how you feel about timeouts, it could be bad news. But still 60% chance to win. There's still a Rhine Mythic in there as well, and some battle passes, okay? Here we go. Spinning. Spinning. All right, just avoid for timeout. Oh, is there enough momentum? No! Oh, first time play into first time timeout. Ah. Oh, salute for Ev James. First time play into first time timeout. I'm sorry, Ev James. I tried to spin it good, but unfortunately I span it to timeout. The saving grace, James, though, is what you have done is a service for the community. Because what you've done is now the timeout. You've tanked it for the team. And now one of the bad prizes is gone. Now one of the bad prizes is gone for future winners. So I appreciate you playing, James. Sorry you couldn't win. But you've done a service for the greater good. We'll be playing again tomorrow. We will give out the rest of these tomorrow. We're right at the end of all the prizes. So we'll have some left for Sunday. EMEA in North America again. More prizes. All right. Let me put my camera back before I do this. So that's it for today. Not for pretty one-sided games really across the board there. If I'm being frank with you, and I always try and be frank with you. We're up for Korea again in the morning right now, so stay tuned for that. Pretty good opening fixture between Wei and FTG, and of course we're going to get that T1 Falcons game, which should be quite a lot of fun. Interesting to see the Donghack Ball versus a team that don't really want to play ball at all. And we'll get more EMEA games. That Genji Alcacia game, Vidacy versus Rad could be pretty decent as well in North America. EMEA is going to be starting at the same time as today, so 6 GMT. That's in 15 hours and 45 minutes, if that's any help for you. Uncoachable is out on our Patreon. If you want to go watch Uncoachable, we talk about all the action from week 1, a little bit about the meta that we're kind of seeing unfold right now, how it came to be and all this. Yeah, so go check that out. If not, if you can buy it as a one-off as well. You don't have to sign up to the full Patreon membership. You can just buy it one-off for a $5. Up to you if you want to do that. So go check it out. If not, we will be releasing it in full tomorrow as well. But if you can't wait, go get it right now. I'm doing it, Panda. I'm doing it. So good night, everyone. We'll find somebody to raid as well. I'll stop the VOD here now so I can